Lots of things in history are actually a mystery.
The truth's not always in the books you read.
Facts can get distorted or even misreported.
Imagine if that was all down to me.
Cliff Whiteley!
It's Whiteley!
Sorry.
Yeah, well, your newspaper got it wrong, mate. Albert Einstein was a famous scientist. Frankenstein was the one with a monster. So print an apology. Wallop!
Cliff, I've got Florence Nightingale and... Sorry, what was your name again?
Mary Seacole.
Mary Seacole to see you.
Thank you, Sue. Show 'em in, please. Ladies, Cliff Whiteley, telling it how it wasn't. Take a pew. Right. What seems to be the problemo?
The problem is, all of the history books about the Crimean War only seem to mention one nurse.
Florence Nightingale.
Florence Nightingale.
Well, I should hope so too. We did a great deal of work here ensuring old Flo went down in history. What a catchphrase.
The lady with the lamp.
Wallop!
You forget about me.
No offence, love, but I ain't never heard of you.
Me sold up me home in Jamaica and paid for me own ticket to the Crimea. And when me get there, me built me own hostel with me own money to provide care for the injured British soldiers.
Wow.
Yes, but it was my military hospitals that dealt with all the really nasty injuries.
Not just you. I'd actually go out and treat the injuries upon the battlefield.
Well, I did pioneering work in cleanliness and hygiene.
I worked in cholera and tropical medicine.
Well, I invented the pie chart.
You did really invent the pie chart?
Yes, I did.
Did not know that.
All right, ladies, chill out. Asseyez-vous. Now, Mary, how come she's famous and I ain't never heard of you?
When the war ended, one of us was still rich and influential and could go on to do great work, whilst the other was just a poor, penniless black woman.
So now, something that is terrible. After everything you did, let's see if we can't get you a bit of publicity.
What?
Shut it, Lampy Knickers. Now, we'll get you a statue, obviously. Yeah, maybe get a university wing named after you. Oh, how would you feel about being featured in an historical sketch show for the BBC?
It any good?
It ain't bad. Whoop!
I'm Rosa Parks. My story marks the first step towards civil rights. Racial inequality, American policy, till I kicked off a fight. What act of mine led havoc to ensue? How come I caused such fuss? What shocking behavior did I do? Well, I sat on a bus. You sat on a bus. I sat on a bus. You sat on a bus. You wanna know why? Go ahead, tell us. I sat on that bus. You sat on a bus. In the 50s, our bus is divided. Whites in front, blacks behind. You serious? If the bus filled up, we had to give up our seats or we'd be fined. That's ludicrous. I made a stand in my hometown, Montgomery, Alabama. That's dangerous. Refused to stand for a white man, so they put me in the slammer. Discourteous. December 5, 1955, my trial notorious. Black people stood side by side, and no one got on the bus. We stayed off the bus. They stayed off the bus. We stayed off the bus. I'm a business. She inspired us. So we stayed off the bus. We stayed off the bus. We organized a boycott of public transportation to win RESPECT enforce new legislation. Dreamed of the day the USA had no implementation of SEGREGATION. Spell segregation. From that day on, we walked our cab led by Martin Luther King. Attacked by mobs, our houses bombed, though peace was our thing. Our plight, it made the national news, which was mighty strange. Mysterious. When word reached the president, he had to make a change. Delirious. 1 year on, we finally
Hello there. Welcome to the Savage Songs Special, which has given me a brilliant idea. All I've got to do is write a catchy song and I'll be as famous as the great Greek leader Alexander the Great.
Alexander is my name, Macedonia's most famous commander. History calls the great, but I prefer the greatest. A king aged only 20 when my dad assassinated. Advisors called for calm, but frankly peace is overrated. Crushed rebels in Greek city-states, so thousands of the martyrs. Made short labor of my neighbors, and that was just for starters. Alexander, full-time fighter, made my home rule secure, but that wasn't enough. I wanted more. And so began my master plan to conquer by invasion. Started with Dad's enemy, the famous Persian nation. Ruler Darius had far more troops and inconvenience, but I won, then thrashed Egypt. I'm a military genius. Founded Egypt's Alexandria, named for the greatest man alive. I was now Pharaoh and king of Persia, not bad for 25. Alexander, victorious fighter. The greatest sounds flat. How about the living God? Yeah, I'll buy that. My loyal followers said that's the stuff, but I, a born warrior, said it's not enough. Let's take India. Last man, there's a fool. Started wearing Persian clothes. Boy, I looked so cool, but made my troops suspicious. Men called me too ambitious. Said they wouldn't follow me. Guitar solo, Ptolemy. Because of me, Ptolemy, he'll go far. He'll found the dynasty that ends with Cleopatra. Then there's Hephaestion, my best friend, of course. Unless you count Bucephalus, but he's a horse. Why the long face, my friend? Anyway, together it was going grand, till Hefenbusi died and my men took a stand. I wanted to continue, but my hands were tied, so I sat in my tent and I cried. Alexander, no more a fighter. Adventures had to stop, because 323 BC saw me drop dead.
Only men were allowed to vote, and towards the end of Victoria's reign, some women started protesting this was unfair. A good day.
We are the suffragettes.
Think you know some fierce girls?
You ain't heard nothing yet. A lass called Millie Fawcett, founder of our cause, started the battle for our rights. Argued the government should change the laws. Here is how she stated our plight.
How come girls can't vote for rules that we have to obey when we work and pay taxes too? Parliament's reaction was,
Oh, do go away.
how dare it is the suffrage crew?
Suffragettes sing, we're gonna do this thing. Peaceful protest started in 1903. Got no reaction needed, drastic action. Got a new leader, Emily Packard.
That's me.
Burst into Parliament shouting votes for women, actions that were shocking and new. Chained ourselves to palace gates, tension was brimming. Our name now
give women votes if they're so stupid they'll do that.
Seemed our cause was lost when World War came along. Our suffragette reaction was to wave our protest goodbye for well so long. Took patriotic action.
Put down our banners saying give us votes instead. Supported the men's fight. Worked to help them win the war, so guess what they said?
Okay, ladies, you were right.